him?
Yeah.
I got you.
On the way over Slidell last night, I almost got rear-ended.
By what?
I don't know what it was, but I saw it coming up on me, and they slammed brakes and lost control and almost hit 4 more cars doing a 360 in the middle of I-10.
360, no scope.
Dude, all the way around, bro. I saw headlights
Really?
swerving back and forth, and then all of a sudden I see brake lights, and I'm like, ooh.
Is it weird that the same thing happened to me?
It's
like
awesome.
fucking 10 years ago, I was in a truck. I had a truck, and I'm driving in the middle lane, and I'm fucking going. This is in New Orleans though, but I hear behind me, and I look back, and it's nighttime, but I can see headlights coming at me, and they slow down just enough to tap me, but something happened behind him, and they hit him, and he spun around and hit the guardrail on the left. Pieces fucking flew everywhere, and I see like the headlights, the tail lights, and everything else. My truck wasn't.
Is that the one where
it
someone
had, like,
died at? The
just
other
a
day?
scratch on it. That was it.
That was nice.
I was just like, whoa.
I was
drove
kind
away.
of, after it happened, I was kind of sitting there thinking, I'm like, I kind of wish
Because
they
that
would've
was
hit
my
me.
aunt's accident.
I got gap on insurance
So,
and on note.
This
And on my
person,
note.
somebody
They
died
did
in this
hit
one.
me.
But I don't know
But it
anything
was
about the
so
owners of the
fucked
truck.
up of an accident. I didn't want to wait for the cops. Or
That's why I
anything,
said
so just
where.
left.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
And
Oh, dude, I didn't stop. I didn't
it's
stop
like,
last night.
It
I just
wasn't
kept going.
my fault. It wasn't anything. But I don't feel like dealing with the whole, oh, he hit me behind me. I got to fucking sue or whatever.
You know, I saw this dude spinning out and just kept my cruise control set at 75 and just kept on cooking. I was like, that ain't my
I was going
problem.
the speed limit. That's the whole thing. I was going the speed limit. This guy was weaving in and out of traffic. And when he weaved into the middle lane, he must not have saw me because, like, the way the cars were or whatever. And he fucking
I was going a little over the speed limit, but this dude was probably doing like 120 at least.
Oh, shit. No,
Like at least 120.
this
And
guy
I
was
guess he
probably-
wasn't paying attention. And
Yeah.
I just heard, and then I just see whoop, 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 and then whoop all the way around. And then I see cars just parting the seas behind me. I'm like,
Arter,
nice.
I was talking about the other day. There was like the interstate shut down.
Oh, this
because,
was yesterday.
An 18-wheeler hit somebody and killed somebody.
This was yesterday. That got hit by an 18-wheeler.
I think it was like 2 days ago. I mean,
Oh, okay. So
that's two
on
for
the-
2 days.
on the
Nice. We got a
bridge-
good ratio.
the really long bridge that goes in Baton Rouge, like over the swamp, it's like 10 miles
Yes.
long, something like that.
Yes.
Okay. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So an 18-wheeler hit the back of this truck and it slammed the truck into the back of my aunt.
Damn.
So it was my aunt and
She
her,
all right?
Yeah, I mean she's sore and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
But it was my aunt and her youngest son.
I'm glad she's all right.
And then her dog.
Yes. Like literally that happened yesterday. And I called this man after I almost got hit. I was like, hey, bro, I about just had to call you to a second one today.
Yeah, I had to
Man.
drive to Baton Rouge yesterday to go get the dog and get my cousin and
Damn.
Are
wait on my
people
uncle to get
this
there.
bad at driving nowadays?
Yes.
Like,
Dude,
They are bad.
yesterday when I was going to Baton Rouge, like to her and everything, if you weren't doing 80, you were gonna die.
Brain cells. The last view. It's the last view. Brain cells.
Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of The Last Few Brain Cells Podcast. That's the show where unqualified people talk about quality topics. As always, we got another good episode for you today, folks. I'm your man, Cheeks, and as always, or not as always, but as my favorite group of people is here today, in the core men again, and Suave
that's
Jay,
right. How y'all doing?
and
How's
Arter
my
and
men?
Hazey. All my single men.
All my
Oh,
single
yeah.
men. All my single men. Art was just
ladies.
talking
How are
about
we?
how if
I
you
said,
don't
how
go
are we?
80 miles an
How's
hour on
everybody?
the interstate today, you will
dude,
die.
people in I don't know what's going
I
on.
said,
around
how
here.
is
I'm great.
everybody?
Oh, I am
I
fantastic.
I was about to say I'm
am-
everyone. I'm great.
Christ.
I am fantastic. I
Thank
thank you
you.
for asking me.
Get into the show.
Let's get into it. Let's talk about some car accidents and Baton Rouge
Yes.
traffic.
For sure, we can.
Gotta love it. Now, what you think is worse, Baton Rouge traffic or New Orleans traffic?
Baton Rouge, for sure.
Baton Rouge traffic.
For sure, Baton Rouge.
Well, I don't die in New Orleans.
It's the
I just
flow of
I
Baton Rouge
get angered
is
by the
awful.
drive. You know.
I think maybe we say Baton Rouge because we drive in New Orleans much more than we drive in Baton Rouge, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Now the thing is, you got to think about the people in Baton Rouge and the people in New Orleans. I don't know, maybe like attitudes and
I don't even know about
and
all that. I
workplace
just like
stuff,
the way
you know.
Baton Rouge is
I-
set up.
I think
It's
deep
just
about
so
it.
weird.
So New Orleans isn't much better though. You know,
No,
the
New
whole-
Orleans isn't better at all, but We're there more, so I think we're more used to it.
Yeah.
Because they drive a lot different in
And
Baton
you know what
Rouge.
it
And
is,
Baton Rouge is like an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
You also got to think about it this way. Like, those people stay in Baton Rouge. You know, like,
See, with
the
New
people that
Orleans,
drive
once
like
you
that-
get through New Orleans,
It's
you're
fine.
back home. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Immediately,
Yeah.
when Baton Rouge, once you get through Baton Rouge, you still have like an hour and 20 minutes to get home.
Yeah, on
That's
12.
why. That's
It's
why you
awful.
hate.
Maybe it's just because 12 is ass.
Dude,
12 is ass.
12
Like
is
that is
awful.
the worst.
Until you
interstate.
get
It's
until
so
you get
bad.
up into Mandeville. Like Mandeville's when it goes. All right, it's chill now. You know
like
what I mean?
Mandeville onto Baton Rouge or Mandeville.
Like Mandeville
Slidell?
towards the Slidell.
Yeah,
That's when it
yeah.
gets chill, you
Yeah,
know. But
for sure.
But past all that area is just Covington, all the way past Baton Rouge is
Awful.
just ass cheeks.
Awful.
I want to
I got,
Nah,
a, tic-
nah,
I
you-
got a ticket. I've gotten 2 tickets through there. I
You-
got a
you-
ticket when I was 18. When I was on the way home from prom driving that. He got me because the speed limit was 70 and it merged into a 55. I didn't tell. I was doing 71.
You get
And I was on prom night. I was in a tux. I had my date in the car, and the cop didn't want to cut me a break. Whatever. Fuck you. You know what I mean? It'd be what it be.
It happens. But once you get past Hammond into the like wooded area until you get like right up into Baton Rouge, it's not too bad through there. But like Covington
I
to
don't
like
know
Hammond
when it's
is
going into
awful.
like 3 lanes and shit, and there's cops watching it. That area.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
saying
not
like
fun.
I'm saying like the traffic thins out there. I'm not talking about like cop wise.
I'm not even worried about that. I want to know why we're in 2023 and it's 2 lanes still over there. Give
I mean,
us another fucking lane.
I want to know why we don't have flying cars like I thought when when
Yeah.
I was a kid.
Yeah,
Hey,
right?
meet
I
the
am mad
meet
that the
the
Jetsons.
That
is
it
not
really
real.
pushed the boundaries, and I just want it to happen.
I want a flying house that just floats.
Could you imagine ejecting
Let's just put a
somebody
bunch
out
of
the bottom
balloons.
of your car?
Yeah, I know, but they they
like-
slowly ascend to the
You
ground.
annoy
Like
me.
they don't die. You know, they just slowly
Yeah.
ascend to the ground.
Ejectocito, cuz. Damn it.
hey,
To death.
pull that thing under your seat. It'll lean you back.
Yeah.
They pull it.
How
they
do you?
fucking fly
Hey,
out.
how do you lean the seat back? Oh, that little lever. Straight up into the air.
Dude was I thought he was
I-
talking to me just now. I was like, it's a couch, not a recliner.
I
I took
oh,
acting
wow.
in college, baby.
I was confused.
Yeah,
Lay up the green.
You got me.
I got you, baby.
No, I thought it'd be funny though about how would you get your chair back? You'd have to buy a lot of chairs.
a lot of seats in your car. Yeah,
It's the Jetsons. It fucking morphs
It's
into
on a
another
ca-
chair.
It's on a
cable.
rope. It like sends them off and then
No, no.
sucks the chair back
it's a
without
spring,
them.
like
No,
from a
like-
cartoon.
like-
it's just boing.
like the
and then
bottom
goes
of
back.
the bottom of the seat opens. The bottom of the seat opens and shoves a
Come on.
rocket in their ass.
Whoa. Why did we go
We're not.
into ass?
Yeah, you're making it
about ass?
sexual.
What
That's
happened?
Rocket in the
we're
ass.
talking about
No,
ejecting
no, no.
people, not raping them. Okay.
Like we're
It'll springboard them out of the car, and then it just
You just get a rocket
locks
shoved
back.
up to your ass. You just chill there talking. So, anyways, like, oh,
finished.
Just shoot you out.
You just get used to it, right?
he
there?
would just go through your body and kill you.
Yeah,
Right.
a fucking springboard that shoots
So
out
now
of a
we're
car,
not just
but it
ejecting
just
them out.
goes
We're
into
just
your ass?
straight fucking murdering
Mass
them.
murder.
Mass murder.
Whoa.
Ass murder.
Ass murder.
That's a mass murder. Who else you killing? That's a mass murder.
Oh, like okay. Have you been seeing this? Speaking of like murder and everything, have you been seeing this video on TikTok about the father in Ohio?
No, fill us in, brother.
Who chooses his own sentence?
Wait,
Talking about
what?
that one?
No,
Okay.
that's
I heard about the
that's a
cult
different
guy,
one.
but I don't think he's in
No, this
Ohio.
dude lined up his 3 young kids.
Sons?
Yeah,
The sons?
3,
Yeah, I
5,
heard- I
and
saw
7, and shot them all execution style.
What the fuck, man? That dude's a little
Like
messed
that-
up, huh?
He was methed out looking in his
Oh,
picture.
yeah. Well, that's usually the cause of
Well,
all those
apparently, like
problems.
during the court like trial, and they're going investigating everything.
I would have guessed this was Florida.
His
What a
the
demon,
dude had
a demon possessed him and told
no.
him to do it. Or
He said
something.
he had planned it for months.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did
He
say
didn't
that.
say like a demon told him or whatever.
No, he wasn't
the
crazy.
fuck?
He's completely sane. He was just like, no, I've been
I don't
Like,
want
they
kids
suck.
anymore.
like that's insane.
Well, no, they
bro.
also had a daughter, but he didn't kill the daughter.
Where was
The
the mom at?
stepdaughter ran to the fire station when the first shot went off, and then
Oh, so she wasn't home.
the mother.
So he didn't give a
apparently-
shit about
No,
the
the mother
step-
was there too.
Oh,
the
shit.
mother was
Whoa.
outside, ran into the house when the first shot went off, or the second. One of the shots went off, whatever.
So he
tried
tried with
to
everyone
fight-
home.
Tried to fight him, like take the gun and everything, blah blah blah. He shot her in like the arm or something,
Oh,
and then just the cops showed up like right there.
What a monster, bro. That sucks. I mean, I feel bad for the kids, like what they were
Like
thinking.
that's crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah. I heard bits and pieces of that story,
I
not
di-
the
I
whole
didn't hear
thing.
about
I kind of like went off like a into the shadow realm. On
I saw the GoFundMe's going
yeah.
around.
and that's kind of maybe what look it up and then fall into the hole of looking at
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it'd be what it'd be. Some crazy people in the world.
There are some psychos.
Yeah, There are.
Sad day. Happy
Yes,
Father's Day.
Happy
Happy Father's Day. Yeah, and this one's gonna come out today, so it's gonna release on
That
Father's
man
Day.
celebrated in his own way, I guess. But he needs to celebrate in hell. Right?
Oh,
Jay,
I mean,
that's,
this was days ago.
Too soon, Jay. Too soon.
Too soon? My bad.
Too soon, Jay.
Y'all ain't ready for that.
So,
Any whore.
Any horror.
It's a wonderful Father's Day, guys.
Rest
So
in
how's
peace.
how's your
Rest in
weekend
peace.
going though? How's
Tired.
your
I
week?
worked some overtime.
Bro, how is this heat outside?
It's
Awful,
fucking
ass.
awful.
man.
It's fucking ass.
Awful. It is so
Dude.
hot.
They've put me back in a place where I have AC at work.
Must be nice.
For the past 2 days, I've done nothing
Every
for
inch of my
12
body
hours.
is moist. Like my socks are completely
yeah.
fucking soaked.
In the first hour, I'm just a soaking meat sack.
Dude,
And
I did
then-
one job yesterday, and by the time I finished that one job, my whole shirt was wet.
Y'all see me? I don't like. I wear a
pretty
giant ass gay looking sun hat,
Oh, just it
Hey, man,
helps.
it's
though,
nice,
man.
and I wear the fuck out of it, and it does help.
It
It helps
so
with the heat on
fucking
your
much.
neck because
They
the
give
heat
us
on your
the
neck
same-
makes
I
it so
know.
much worse.
I know, but
My
I'm
hair
still
kinda helps me out,
pouring
but-
Oh well, yeah,
sweat.
I pour sweat, but the sun's not cooking you.
I've never had to do this before. I worked with a sweat rag this week. The whole week, I just tucked it in like my waistband
That's a
and
good
just
idea.
fucking, dude. Because like I just kept like a face mask of sweat,
dude,
like
it's-
every 5 fucking
The
seconds.
worst though, the worst is when you're when
Good
you're
for
all
your
when
skin.
your like arms and hands are all greasy and you're sweating.
Oh,
and you just can't
wipe
rub
it?
your head because
You
you're
can't do
just
anything.
full of grease. Oh, it's the worst.
Yeah, I was like that. I was like, oh, so
Like, what do I do?
coming
What
up
do
a
I
new
do?
Grabbing
fucking
the side of your
part?
shirt.
And then like you do that, then like one drop you miss goes right in your eyeball, and you're like, oh.
No, a lot
Why
of
don't
times
you,
I'm just
wear
like, fuck
gloves?
it,
Wear some gloves.
because you can't always.
You
like
can't always.
sometimes you just like.
they rip, and then you're just mid job,
I
and you're
feel
like
that. I
whatever.
feel that.
But
Most of the time,
a
I
lot of
will.
time I'll just say fuck it and grab like I use my greasy hand to grab the back of my fucking
Inside
shirt,
my shirt,
and then I use
can-
the outside of my shirt to wipe it in a different area.
But like
That's why
my
my
shirt
washing
gets so
machine smells like
greasy so
diesel.
quick, it's so hard.
Does it?
I clean it.
Does it smell like diesel?
I
don't
clean
think
it with
does.
Tide cleaning things. But,
I can't help you there.
Yeah, I've never found anything that'll get diesel out, smell of diesel
But at
out of
least-
anything.
at
those
least, like,
do.
I
The
don't-
Tide chemical things
The
that clean
cleaning, the washing machine, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. At least I don't do like heavy loads. Though. I only do
Yeah,
like
I mean,
half a machine.
You gotta think.
load.
In the same way, I'm doing the same stuff.
You're
I have
putting
sometimes,
chemicals in the washer from your.
Sometimes I have
from the
crude
plant,
oil.
Yeah.
That's why-
Sometimes I have mixed fat and oils, which is the liquefied fats of animals.
That's
and,
why.
And used cooking oil put together. That shit smells
Yeah.
terrible.
That's why I'm glad we got Centos. I don't have to
Tallow.
bring that shit home and
We
put
have-
it in my own
yeah.
washer.
We have tallow, which
Oh, I mean,
goes
it's no
into
big
cat
deal.
food
I do.
and dog food,
I
like
just
the
let them
wet
clean it.
kind.
I had a locker up there by y'all, and I
got
just
some
want to
nasty
take it
shit
away.
over
I don't
there.
use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I just I hate bringing that shit home and doing it myself because it will
Yeah.
mess up your dryer.
Well,
and
we get a
washer.
lot more
A
oil.
laundromat would be ideal, but
I get covered in diesel, son.
Yeah, diesel's bad.
All the
Diesel will
time.
make everything smell like diesel. It's
Yeah.
bad.
we got biodiesel. It doesn't smell too bad, but our crude oil, that stuff right there, it's got the H2S gas.
Like
Has everyone seen Spider-Verse yet?
no.
I wanted to talk
Jesus
about it
fucking
again.
I have seen
Christ.
Guardians of the Galaxy now though.
How was that?
That's like a
How'd you
month
like
ago.
it? I
We're,
know.
we're way past that.
I
I
think
know,
we
I saw
asked
it
you
finally.
already how you liked it.
Yeah,
I thought it was good. It's
I thought it was
definitely
the best Guardians.
No, I think the first one's still the best.
I didn't think it was the best Guardians until I watched it a second time.
Yeah, I think it's.
I don't think it's worth a second watch, man. It's good, but not worth a second watch to me.
I feel that.
Fair
but
enough.
In
for
my
me,
opinion.
bro, for me,
But I like
loved
the
it.
second one better than the first one. It's more fun.
I think they went too sentimental with it. I didn't enjoy the sentimental part of it. Like I just wanted it to be action, but I guess that's just
That's
me.
the Guardian. The that's them in the comics. That's who
I know,
they are.
I know.
You know?
I know.
I think they've gotten better and better as they went. So
Yeah,
No, second
Yeah.
one was ass. Second
I
Guardians
liked
was
them
ass.
all.
I like.
them all.
Yeah,
With
I like
Ego,
them all.
I
I
hated
like what
Ego.
James
I
Gunn
hated
did, bro.
Ego.
I had a good time. I saw that in theaters twice.
The only part of the second one I enjoyed was what's his name when he was floating down with the arrow. He's like, "I'm Mary Pop," or was that the first one?
That was the second one.
Yeah.
That's the second.
Yeah,
There
one.
was
I
a
love
couple good moments.
I love
What
it.
about
I'm
when,
Mary Poppins?
what about when Rocket's got
Who's
the
Mary
fucking
Pop-
anti-gravity button and he's sending like people launched 50 feet in the air? There's so many fun moments.
There was. I agree. There was good moments of the movie.
Ego was crazy. He murdered like thousands of his
Did he?
kids, and like there was just a stack of bodies. The Gamora and Nebula shit was kind of boring to me,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I-
but that was the only negative in the movie that
It
I
was-
saw. The rest of it was fun.
It was a good movie, but as a
Baby
whole,
Groot was fucking adorable.
Yeah.
You know, you wanted to root for fucking Yondu. You wanted Yondu to strive and turn good and everything. There's a lot of parts of that movie that everyone just overlooks. And just, yeah, it was ass compared to the first one. I'm like, but what about this? And they're like, yeah, that was pretty cool. And what about this? Yeah, that's a good moment. And what about this? Yeah, that's good. I'm like, so it's a good movie. And you're like, oh, I don't know.
I agree as all that you just said is true, 100%. But as a whole, I enjoyed the first one more.
He said, hey.
You said it was ass, though. You said the second one was ass. Not that you just enjoyed the first one more. You said the second one was specifically ass.
You're right. I did say that.
It's okay that you enjoyed the first one more, but I'm telling you, the second one's also
let me
a good
rephrase.
movie.
Let me rephrase my sentence. It was ass compared to the first one, but it wasn't an ass movie. Is that better?
It's not even ass compared to the first. I think it's on par with the first one.
Nah, I don't think so.
I think it's better
than the first one personally, but it's at least on par with it.
It's better.
But I will say the third one for sure better.
Sure, some of the stuff
better
between
than the
Ego and P. But see, I like that cheesy baseball throw. Like I'm like, oh, he's about to play catch with his boy, and it's gonna win his little heart all the way over. And I see him form that little baseball out of that fucking mist shit and throw it. And I'm like, there it is. It was so bad, it was good. And then Pete and Gamora get to be together. It's like the one time they're happy in the entire franchise.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the end of 3 though. The end of 3 was really good. I wonder where they're gonna go with that.
They're gonna split off
Probably
into shows, separate shows.
Well, I don't know. Star-Lord, the legendary Star-Lord will return, is what it says in the after credits. Like that screams Disney Plus show to me. Like personally, it sounds like exactly what they call it, the legendary Star-Lord. Or they could also just be having him chill on Earth until Secret Wars start, and him be like, "Oh, there's a threat. I better spring into action." And then that's how he's in the next crossover. Because Guardians. Because this is just gonna Secret War should only like involve Earth, not like the rest of the universe.
So is Guardians over? Guardians is a
no. There's still gonna be a Guardians.
Not as the team. I'm talking about like
as
the
movie wise. As the movie.
Yes,
there's
the Guardians trilogy is done. Yes,
okay.
So they might do a TV show and just stick around for like big crossover events, and that's it. Or it might just be cameos on other people's movies and shit.
Well, you heard Batista said he's not going to do Drax anymore.
Yeah.
Which is why he retired off to go help them on the kids with the kids. He's not in the Guardians anymore.
He's working with the children.
Yeah.
Him and Nebula. So now Nebula's not in it.
They have a new Guardians now.
Batista was like, I'm just tired of trying to keep that physique. He's like, it's hard.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
shirtless the entire time.
Yeah. He's got to
look good.
You can't get fat because they got to put on makeup over you. So you have to be like as lean as you can because they already have to put makeup on you, which is going to make you look fat.
I mean, fuck, Batista's what, in his 50s now?
Yes.
Yeah,
that's hard to keep that kind of physique in your 50s.
Oh, look at him.
He's like around The Rock's age.
Yeah.
The Rock.
But The Rock's on roids, bro. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Damn it. Say what he wants. He's on roids.
He's gotten bigger as he's gotten older.
Or like there's some like Hollywood cocktail that we don't know about of like fucking things.
For sure, at least
probably
testosterone. He's on testosterone at least.
Yeah.
Granted, he puts in hard work, but he's doing something.
Yeah.
A supplement.
So there's a supplement somewhere.
Well, testosterone makes you want to work out and burn energy. You know.
I mean, look at him. The man's hasn't slowed down yet.
We need to see his balls. That's what it needs to see. We need to see how big they are, and that'll tell us.
He needs to do an OnlyFans. Only Rock.
No, I think we need to see his balls and see if they're shrunken, and that's how we'll know.
Rock, show your balls to the world. We need to see
Just me. We'll go in this little cubicle, just pop them balls out. I need to feel them for like 2 seconds, and then we're good. No homo. I'll wear a glove. I'll wear a little doctor's glove.
It'll be like
Dr.
it'll be like a physical. Just think of it as a physical.
Dr. Cheeks.
That's right.
Cheek.
Here I am.
Oh God.
PhD.
PH, give me that D.
Yeah, I saw that the other day. I was like, dang, he's really gonna retire from doing Marvel.
He also, I mean, he has to go through like several hours of makeup. He has to go through several hours of makeup a day.
Yeah. That would be rough. I'll agree. That would be rough going through that much makeup every day.
And then plus, he said that he was led to believe that it was a bigger Marvel role instead of just like a side character
in a side movie.
I mean, he did.
So he's not like, no one ever thinks like technically Drax is in the Avengers, but no one ever thinks Drax is an Avenger. Yeah. You know, you never think of it as.
But he did.
But if you say Guardians, like Drax is the first character I've really besides
Peter, like Star-Lord, Rocket, then Drax.
Yeah. But Drax is like my favorite character.
But he did great. He did great with the role. Great with the role.
I don't know really anybody else who would have made that role that funny. Because I mean, it really
somebody else would have.
Yeah.
I can't imagine, you know.
It's hard to imagine because you've seen it for three movies.
It's hard now that I know who's about to play, or at least who I know the rumors say is about to play Mr. Fantastic. It's hard to think about anything else now.
Who
Who were they saying?
Adam Driver.
Yeah, I forgot they did say that.
Jesus fucking Christ, it's perfect. It's perfect.
It is
Yeah.
good. It is good.
Dude, I want nothing else now. I don't want anything else.
But
Like,
when
that's
I
who I
see-
want.
but
I'm
when I
sold. If it's not him, I'm not gonna watch it. That's
I'm
where I'm
just gonna
at.
be too mad.
But when I
now.
see
I
Adam
am.
Driver, all I can think of is
Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren, and then
he'd be great.
Like the
Like, people don't understand. Mr. Fantastic is 100% the smartest man in the universe, and he knows it. He's very egotistical. He's an asshole. He does not care about your feelings. He'll make you feel dumb in a heartbeat.
that is why the Fantastic Four movies suck.
Yeah, because they always made him like kind of like Superman. Like, I'm super helpful, super
he
nice.
was a child in that movie. I swear. Like it.
This is a smart, like, oh, I have superpower. The dance scene. What?
but the Adam Driver.
Remember when he danced? What? When he went in the club and started twisting around? I was like, what the fuck? I remember being like 6 watching it, like, what the fuck is this? This looks dumb.
But
He's
the
smart. What the?
Like,
Adam-
why
the-
does he care about these people? Like,
Adam
he has
Driver-
to save the world. Why does he care about dancing with random people in the club?
The Adam Driver Kylo Ren I always picture in my head though is the Saturday Night Live skits.
Yeah, the undercover
Those are
boss.
great.
They're great.
Those are great. Oh, I love those.
Adam Driver carried the sequel trilogy on his back.
Hey, look at this lightsaber. Does this look scary?
Have you seen the Black Klansman?
I have not.
Adam Driver plays co-stars in it.
I had to give it a shot. 'Cause
Like he's like the number 2. So like it stars a black cop during segregation time who calls the whatever his name is, David Duke, right? Whoever the leader of the KKK is.
I don't know.
Or whatever he is.
white
I don't
guy?
know anything about it, bro.
Yeah, that's David Duke, I think.
David Duke, he's in the KKK. He's like a known member. He wrote books or some shit.
He's
But
from
anyways, this is based
Louisiana,
off
I
a true
believe.
story. Yeah, it's based off a true story too. Like, this actually happened.
I feel like I've heard about this movie.
It's a black it's a
about it.
black
It's good.
cop, and
It's
he
real good.
calls that guy and like talks his way into like, hey, I want to come to this meeting or whatever and join the Klan. And like, he sounds white, the black guy does, so they think he's white on the phone. And so he sets everything up, and then he's like, all right. And then he goes to Adam Driver, who is like another cop there, supposed to be his partner or something, and ask him to go to the Klan meeting on his behalf to infiltrate it. And because he was talking to him on the phone, he set everything up. Now he can't show up. He's black, he can't show up to be in the Klan, so he sends Adam Driver, the white cop. But they question if he's a Jew the whole time, so they don't know about him. Like, oh no, he looks Jewish to me, And he's like, let me see your penis. I gotta see if you're circumcised. It's a great movie. It's fucking amazing. And Adam Driver says the N-word a lot in it, and it's really funny to see.
I can't see shit out of this.
Yeah, I can't see fucking shit out this thing.
Shit out this thing.
Oh,
Roses are red.
We can't see.
Oh. Did y'all?
So it'd be nice to see.
my wife spent all day making.
I
these
watched my
fucking
wife
hoods.
slave away all day for you ungrateful sons of bitches.
Fuck all y'all. I'm going home.
Don't ask me or mice for nothing. I'm going home.
That was the smartest decision he ever made.
That man stayed alive
He
because he
stayed
went
alive
home.
because of that.
Because they shit on that man's wife, and he said, "Well, fuck y'all." But hey, look, that man stood by his woman.
with his wife.
That man did not. That man did not
And
let
he
anybody
lived
talk about his
for it.
wife, and he lived.
See what
And he lived
happens.
for it.
See, his wife was right. Just stay home tonight, Willard.
That was the lesson. Stick up for
Willard's
your wife.
Who made these things? Willard's wife.
I
Damn it,
can't
Willard.
see shit out of this
Damn it,
fucking
Willard.
thing.
Come on, Willie.
Can you see? Not
Well,
too
not
good.
too good.
If I look right, I can look good.
But when we're riding, the bag's all over the place, and I'm riding blind.
We've watched
I
that movie too
think
fucking much.
we all think the bags were a nice idea.
was a good
But-
idea.
Not pointing any fingers. They could have been done better. So let's just say this
What's
time,
crazy is you
no
think the
mask.
man would have a script
The
right
next
in front of
time-
him.
Full Galadia. Whatever
We're
he
all
said.
back full regalia.
Full regalia. That's what it is.
This man is
And everyone's
looking
like,
How do
oh,
you
I
know
swear
that
he's not
whole-
even reading nothing. This
well,
man's
shit
just
fire.
in his brain pulling
I have
this
seen.
out.
We've watched that movie, him and I, and then turned around and just watched the movie again, like back to back.
It's a
We
good movie.
literally
but I don't
Watch
know
the
about
movie.
that.
It's like,
I
now
just
what?
can't.
Let's
It's
watch
It's
it
the
again.
only movie
Okay.
I've watched a feature length of. It ended. The credits are rolling, and I'm like, man, I want to watch it again. And then we just press restart, and we
On
sat
Netflix.
there in the same sitting and watched the same movie.
Django
twice.
Unchained is a goated movie.
It's a goaded movie. There's no
It's
movie that I'm gonna do that
It's
to.
that it has that attention grabbing effect to me.
And it may
I don't
be
know what
because
it
I
is.
don't watch a lot of movies. I watch a lot of TV,
I feel that.
like shows and stuff.
Talk about Adam Driver again. Did y'all see
can
65
watch.
million? Like the whole
movie?
movie? Yeah.
No, I
Did
didn't.
you?
Yes.
When did you see it?
When I went to Arkansas.
Oh,
It was really good, man. Like he is pretty much the only actor there. It's almost like Tom Hanks' Castaway kind of thing, and he does it very well. Like it held my attention. You know what I'm saying? And it was pretty damn cool. Like
For sure.
I recommend it.
I was actually.
I can talk about it if y'all want.
I was actually
No,
watching.
I wanted to see
I'll
it.
watch. I was actually watching.
I didn't know you saw it.
I
I
saw
was
it.
trying to wait to
was
see
I was
it
actually
with
watching
you.
clips of Django last night. That's what brought that on.
Yeah.
How do I treat him then, Mass? Who's that white boy that works down there at the pharmacy?
No. Who's that? Who? No. It was
He'll
Who's
get
that?
you.
Who's that little?
He's Big Daddy. Cheeks is Big Daddy.
What's the name of that Peckerwood boy down there? Works with glass. His mama work at the lumber mill. Oh, you mean Jerry? That's the boy's name right there.
Treat
You
him
know
like
Jerry, sugar?
You know
Yes,
Jerry.
Big Daddy. Well, that's it then. You just treat him like you would Jerry. And
Yes,
I know
Big
that whole
Daddy.
movie by heart, son.
You want I treat like white folks?
You want
Big
I
Daddy?
treat him like YFO, Big Daddy?
No, that's not
No.
what I said.
That's not what I said.
Not what I said. Like, he
Can't
got
treat
mad.
him like any of the other.
Because he ain't like
Any of the other.
Around here.
You understand? No.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
man.
I can see that.
I love that movie, man.
That
Come
movie
on
is great.
inside and get yourself something cool to
I
drink.
propose that Cheeks dress up as Big Daddy for like Halloween or some kind of festival because he's
I
got the
could
voice
do it.
down. He could do it. He's got the personality for it. He's got everything.
I like Bill Sharp at the beginning too.
Yes, Bill
Now,
Sharp.
why y'all want to come in my town to start trouble?
stop trouble?
Scare all these nice people.
These nice racist people.
You ain't got nothing better to do with your time than to come into Bill Sharp's town and show yo ass. And then immediately get shot in the fucking heart.
Is that
That's the beginning kill.
yeah, where they're drinking the beer?
Yes.
And waiting
And
on
he's
the
like-
sheriff.
He's
Or-
like,
or
can't
wait.
we just leave?
Waiting on the mayor or whatever it is.
I wanted to say that after.
Yeah, but don't
With
fucking
your
with
fucking
your foot.
toe?
Get the fuck out of here.
I'll take a shower.
I don't give a fuck.
Them bitches are on the floor. Did you shower
They're
the
so-
floor?
Yes, they're so painted.
This
and
motherfucker,
nice. Look at him.
like the ping pong ball go on the floor, and he'll just like try to grab it with his foot and throw it to you. And it's like, fucking hand it to
dude,
me. Why you direct feet to my hand?
I'm
Well,
a
your
monkey
toes
like
about
that.
as long as my fingers.
Like that's what I'm saying. I'm a monkey like that. Like my feet are
bitch.
extra.
I can do
hands.
the same thing.
hey, hold on, hold that thought.
Don't.
Hold that thought. I just gotta get this out. I just wanted. He's got hair. He's got hair on his fucking feet too, bitch.
Y'all some fucking
Dude, I'm a-
hobbit
I-
motherfuckers.
I
I
am
don't
a
y'all
hobbit,
up.
dude.
I have hair on
I'm a
my
hobbit
feet.
guy.
It's just blonde, but I have hair.
Dude,
Well,
it's
this-
dark.
My knuckles look like that, but they're blonde, but they
Yeah.
look just as hairy.
This
in
dude's,
high
this
school,
dude's hair on his foot is the same color as his fucking head, and it is
hell
pronounced.
yeah, bro. Represent, dude.
Me too,
I
for the
in
most part.
freshman year of high school, I used to shave though, right here, and the way it cut off, it made this super white and this super dark, so it looked like a little monkey foot. Like the way it looked, I'll have to do it one day for y'all.
You
Again.
got some pretty toes there, Jay. I like
Thanks,
how they're
man. I
blue.
had them painted. You know, look at that. Kind of having them pop out. They're growing back again. I might need to
I'm gonna grow
get
your
them
back
touched up. You
out.
know,
I'm gonna blow your
I'm gonna
back out.
fuck you.
blow.
in the
I'll
ass.
blow you.
I'm gonna spread your fucking asshole.
Okay,
I'm gonna
spit into
springboard
it,
your
and
ass.
Fucking just pound the shit out of it.
Why?
Because I want to
Why?
nut.
Why are you
not?
just going that far?
Because I want to nut.
Man, you got to work hard.
What?
for
Because
that,
we're
brother.
recording, you're not gonna dish it back. Normally,
I'm
you
not
dish
gonna.
it back.
I never go that far.
Audience, he normally goes pretty far.
Hayes,
Mm,
do I
Hayes
ever?
pie.
Hayes, do I ever
Sometimes
go
he
that
goes
far?
far.
He
Hayes,
usually doesn't go that far.
thank you.
What? Spitting on assholes is too far?
No, just the what you said, and I don't usually go that.
He'll
far.
say something about fucking and then shut up.
Yeah, like I don't go that far.
Usually.
He's got boundaries. You know, we got to respect those boundaries.
dude. There are no boundaries anymore.
no.
It's 2023.
Listen,
We got to talk about fucking everybody.
That's right.
there are no boundaries anymore.
I mean, I think there's a lot more boundaries than before if you think about it.
Probably.
With the woke nation.
As I get older, I've noticed myself having more woke thought processes.
I have not.
I
Explain that.
see
What you
where they're
mean?
coming from, but
Well, hold on. Let him,
I
what do you
got
mean? You don't have to explain. You don't
Like,
have to say the
I don't
thoughts.
like
but,
getting political.
and that's fair. But I'm saying, like, explain. What do you mean by
You
change?
can't say that and not back it up with something.
No, I'm not saying.
I
you
mean, I
have to
totally
explain.
can because I try not to get political.
I'm not saying you have to like explain the.
But I used to have a more conservative mindset. Now I don't think I do. I think I have a more like I'm more about like I don't want to say anything.
It's your.
I'm
it's,
saying more of like,
it's
so have you
your
changed
opinion.
because like of shit
It's just shit
that
I've seen.
you've gone through, or is
Okay,
it shit that more?
Let
hold
me
on.
let me explain it. I can solve everything right now. Okay, I'm a libertarian, correct?
That's okay.
So I went from all right to now being in the middle, where I'm like some right and some left.
Well, that's not. I mean, okay.
So now I
feel
have
that.
more woke tendencies as I'm older
what
with social
is it-
issues. But like with rights, I'm still more conservative. You know me, I like guns.
Yeah,
So like that. So when it comes to rights, I'm more conservative. When it comes to social issues, I'm more woke.
and that's fair.
Like why like trans people should definitely have rights. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah.
why is anyone trying to fight this in any sort of way? Let them live their life however the fuck they want to live their life.
I let everybody. Like, I just don't care about
Exactly.
You know, so
who am I to say? That's why like
why do I have any say over the next person?
exactly.
Right.
Why
I
does
said
anyone have
this
anything to say
before,
over somebody?
And I'll say it again. When our generation becomes up in Congress,
Well, what's crazy?
predominantly,
Our
world will
generation
be
is
better.
here, but you know,
But
Yeah.
we're not there yet. You know, like when we're all in Congress and we run the majority of Congress and
it
the
won't.
Senate.
It won't change nothing. The government's
I-
been ran the same
I
way for
know.
so long. It's locked.
But
in. You know how hard
I'd
it is
like
to
to
Well,
change?
believe
well,
that
no.
the world would be better.
I
then.
feel like, you know,
No,
I
as
just-
as the
and
older
I always say-
generation dies and the younger generation comes in, you'll start to see
oh, okay.
like our ideas now. Whenever
Different
our
mindsets.
peers our age are in Congress and
Yes.
stuff, then we'll start to agree with what's happening. That's why the old people always
That's what I'm
agree with it
saying.
because they were raised with them. It's like 70-year-olds now were raised with Congress as kids, so they all pretty much seen America from the same point of view. They're in more agreement
Yeah.
with each other, you know. Like it's generational things, which is what sucks. Like we have generational fucking issues because every generation likes to think that every generation under them has nothing to bring to the table. They're dumb. They don't understand what's going on. I know what's going on because I've already lived that. Blah blah blah. So they have nothing to bring to the table. So they just
yeah.
they mentally
Yep.
excommunicate them and their thought processes from what
I
they
have
don't
more.
think they
I
know
have a
anything.
more of a mindset of like our whole government's corrupt anyways. So
Very
like,
much so.
nothing's gonna change.
We
regardless.
need a mutiny.
Well,
You can't say it, but you can sing it.
Allegedly.
It's a song. If it's a song, they can't hold
It's
it
a song
against
we
you.
wrote,
right?
right?
that's a song that
That's
Cheeks just wrote.
That's
just
right.
now.
That's right.
So
I'm
copyright.
I'm writing as I'm singing.
Copyright, baby.
Copyright. That's right.
Trademark.
We need
but
to
that's what I'm saying,
destroy
man.
Congress.
I
It sucks.
think
I really don't want to, but it's the only
it's
choice.
going to be different when we are in Parliament. You know,
But I
in
mean,
government.
Have you changed a lot of your mindset, like
Um,
from the way you thought when you were younger? Is it more because like that's how you were taught?
I
as
kind
a
of just
kid?
like agreed with like what my parents thought.
Yeah.
You know, when I was a kid, I just kind of like repeated them and like,
I was
yeah,
different.
they're smart, they're right. You know what I mean?
I
Kind of
was
deal.
much
And then
different.
as you can make like your own thoughts and went through life more.
I started being an
That's what I
independent
did.
thinker, and now
Yeah.
I'm like really independent to where like
But
I kind
I-
of don't want to agree with anybody. Like I kind of want to be by myself.
But
you
I
know?
grew up like that. I always questioned everything. I was like, there could be a possibility that he's wrong, you know, or they're not right about what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I always questioned
I
everything.
understand what you're
You
saying.
know what I'm
I
saying?
do too.
I was not.
I'm
I thought
sorry.
my
I'm
dad-
laughing. I
I
don't know
thought-
why Cheeks had to do that.
He tapped me on the shoulder because he
Is
wanted
that
to
what-
say something, but I was talking, so he just tapped me on the shoulder. It's like, motherfucker, come
I
on, they
look
tap you on the
over, all I
shoulder.
see is Cheeks staring at Jay in the
I hate-
eye and reach over and just caress
I don't.
his shoulder.
I hate being touched when I'm,
I'm
being
sorry,
talked to.
I'm
Like I
sorry.
cannot fucking stand it. Like,
My
and there's
bad,
this dude
bro.
at work. He does that. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
but listen to this.
Yeah.
Check this
Yes.
out. Let me.
I
The
get
whole
that
conversation.
I get that at work. I get that at work.
Who does
too.
that? Oh, yeah.
But,
Can't say that one on the podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just had to mute real quick. All right, we're good. Sorry, technical difficulty. We're good. We're back. But anyways, yeah, I can't stand being like touched when people talk to me.
I feel
Some
that.
people do, and like I don't like make them feel bad or anything.
What about kissed?
Kissed
Yeah.
depends on who. If it's
Mid
if
conversation.
it's a girl, If it's a guy, come on.
Yeah.
Come on now.
A girl's got to earn it.
Have you ever seen
A
Norbit?
guy
That's
already
the energy
did.
we're looking for.
Have you ever seen
all of
Norbit? Well, Cat
2023.
Williams like leans
Yeah,
in
yeah.
in Norbit, or no, it was Eddie Griffin. I don't remember
Yeah,
which one
wasn't
it
Cat
was.
Williams.
It was Eddie Griffin, but he's like,
Cat Williams is goaded.
lay it on me, and he kisses him. Greasy. We're back in business, boys. That's what I want.
Yes.
I want
Or
a-
how
a
about
greasy kiss?
how about the last on Earth? That's the stuff.
That
Tandy?
the last man on Earth? Yeah,
the
when
last man
he
on
kissed like
Tandy.
okay.
I don't know
So,
that one.
You haven't seen Last Man on Earth?
Dude, it's a great
Listen,
show. It's
Greatest TV show I've ever seen. It's the entire show's on Hulu, all 5 seasons. It's great. They have celebrity cameos. I think, yeah, they always do. Like the
Yeah.
TV show celebrities, though.
Jason Sudeikis is in it.
Sudeikis, yeah, plays Ted Lasso. He played in the road trip movie, the vacation movie, whatever, where he's got to like transport the drugs with the RV,
Yeah.
and he pays the people to be his family.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've seen that movie, or you at least seen the memes? You guys are getting paid. That movie, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's him. He plays in it. It stars Will Arnett, who is fucking hilarious. Played MacGruber and shit. MacGyver, MacGruber, the
MacGyver.
spinoff, right?
I think so.
The spinoff of the Cool 70s show. He played that. But he's the last man on Earth, and he finds other people, you know, and he finds a best friend named Todd, and they both have wives. But he's always like low-key gay with them, but never like, it's always in an innocent way. So he'd be like, they'd be talking and be like having a serious moment, and Todd's like really down on himself, and he's like, hey, bud, cheer up, stop being so hard on yourself. And he's like, you didn't mean to do that. You were trying to do this, and it went wrong, you know, and I'll explain to the others that that's what's happened. You know, it's nothing to be sad about. He'd be like, thanks, man. And he'd be like, hey, seal it with a friendship kiss. And he'd be like, yeah. And they'll just quick peck on the lips, and then like they turn away, and like Tandy will go, that's the stuff. Like he'll just smell his lips and
Dude,
go,
it's so
that's it,
good.
yes.
I don't know why it's good.
I have so many
But I
videos
just-
on my phone that it happens
I
like
watch it.
like 15 times during the show, and every time it happens, you fucking cry laughing. Like he like smacks him on the ass and like we'll do a quick, like real quick like
Yeah.
that. It's so fucking weird.
Dude, it's funny though.
But he did spend like a year, I think, by himself.
Yeah.
Like he had like little
He,
tennis balls and basketballs like Wilson's. Like he had hundreds of them though.
Yeah, he
in a
had
bar.
so many of them. He stole an RV and used it to tour the country and take all the things.
He drove through
Like,
a mall. It was
he
hilarious.
took the Declaration of Independence. He took like everything and put it all.
He wanted to be
and, like,
he
and,
wanted
like,
to
in
be
his
old
RV.
Nick Cage,
And, like,
huh?
season-
Yeah, it was basically the show starts with him finishing all that, and then he finds this house in his hometown and settles down, and then eventually he sees somebody, and so he did all of this without seeing anybody else in the world. He thought he was the last person on earth,
And then he finds
and that's how it starts.
someone.
She's a ruthless girl there.
When she's playing.
So how she looked at him?
She was
She was
trying.
like,
She was trying to sleep, and Arthur started
Yeah.
scratching his leg. She's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
Oh, she was ready to fight. She said, "What's that?" But
she gave you the shit eye. Bro.
she was raised
like,
with dogs, so anytime she thinks there's
Yeah.
something there, she thinks it's a dog. So, but like in season 3, like Tandy, there's a whole reason why he's called Tandy too. Goes away like with his wife. They go on like a honeymoon or whatever, and it just shows them driving like a fucking jet through the city, but on the ground, just like through the streets, like because there's no one there. There's like 8 known people in the world at this point. You know, like they don't know anyone else alive. And then
But it's not like
it ends on a massive.
apocalypse, like
It is,
Oh.
but everyone just died.
that's what I'm saying. But it's,
It's
not
like a
zombie type of
Yeah,
apocalypse.
No,
so- not even
no,
zombie. It's like
no.
a pandemic. Like they all just died from
Yeah.
some kind of sickness.
They all just killed
these were the
over, and
people
like
that survived.
literally a fraction of a percent survived. So
Yeah.
like maybe 100
So
people.
he doesn't have to worry about getting sick. He's just there.
He
Yeah.
just there. Some people are
there.
immune and they have no idea why.
Oh, okay.
Should we tell him about Jason Sudeikis, his
No.
character?
No,
No, I'm gonna
and I'm
try to
also not
watch
going to
it.
tell him about
Yeah.
the end because it ends on a massive cliffhanger and it makes you want another season so bad, and you're not
It
getting
never
what?
coming out.
They might do a movie. They might do a movie.
a
about
TV
it.
movie.
Yeah, just to like wrap
Dude,
it
maybe
up.
we should just make it go like
Just
viral
like,
on Twitter. Like, give us like
Yeah.
or like a little 6-episode mini season or something.
What
you
was
know?
that show that we watched years ago that did that? They canceled just randomly.
Heroes.
I'll
Did y'all
watch.
ever hear
I'll
about-
watch the first episode of Last Man on Earth with you after this. They're only 20-minute episodes. It's fucking great.
Let's see what happens.
You'll cry laughing in the first episode. He drives through a mall with the RV and he's going around. He's like, "Hello, anyone? Is anyone alive?" Because he got speakers on the outside of the RV and he's driving the country. "Hello, I'm alive. Is anyone else alive?" And he's like, "Bonjour, hola, Chinese, hello." Dude,
Yeah.
fucking kills me. And he's in a
It's so
mall, but
good.
he's driving
Yeah.
through a mall and he said, kills me.
Doesn't he go like to all the countries and
Yeah.
tries to find people? Yeah.
Well, no, not all the countries, but all of
Oh.
the United States. He goes to every major city in the United
I
States
gotcha.
and doesn't find anybody and
Yeah.
just steals like random famous shit.
yeah, he does.
And then like,
I mean,
dude,
I
and
would.
then he like
Yeah, I
lays
mean,
down
why
in
not?
his bed after stealing everything, bro, and he just looks up at the sky. Dude, it's fucking hilarious. It's like, "Hey God, I don't know if you're there or not. If you are, sorry about all the masturbation lately. It's just been really lonely."
Yeah.
And I knew as soon as those like 3 things happened within the first like 3 minutes of the show, I was like, "Oh, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
This show's gonna be fucking hilarious."
I
And
watched
it
it
was.
when it came out, man.
Dude, it was like there's like one of the people that survive at one point's like a cannibal and shit. Like the show, like some crazy shit happens.
Yeah. It gets pretty in there.
people just randomly die like out of nowhere, and you're like, "What?" And it's hilarious. That
So
show's-
what happened?
It's a good show. It's a good show. I recommend. What other good shows y'all been watching, man?
I haven't really watched anything.
I've been
lately,
rewatching
man.
The Walking Dead.
I've been rewatching the end of Supernatural.
I've never seen
Okay.
Supernatural.
I honestly,
I
really
kind of know
enjoy
bits
that.
and pieces about it
Like,
because I followed a.
It's one of those types of shows that I typically don't like, but
Yeah.
there's something about Supernatural that I really do
You
enjoy.
like it?
Well,
I like the story. Now, when I
recommend it?
first watched it, oh my god,
Mhm.
when I first watched it, it was really hard to get past like the first 2 seasons because
Really?
it was like one of those types of shows.
They were
that
trying to
was
find their
just-
footing.
Slow
and
to
that's what it
start.
was. They were trying to figure out what kind of show they were.
It's like
but
The Office did, the U.S. version of The Office. Took a
once they
season.
built the storyline and then started going from the storyline, I really enjoyed the show.
Okay.
I recommend it. If
I never
Like
saw the
season
show.
3 and on, it started really.
yeah,
good.
because they built the story towards the end of season 2 is when they
Yeah.
kind of found their
I got
their
you.
story they were gonna go with and
Okay.
just went after
I
it.
never
after.
saw the show, but I watched Arrow, and I was on like some online
Arrow
forums
is
for
good.
Arrow, and they always talked about occasionally Supernatural in those because a lot of people that watched Arrow and on the CW, the other big show was Supernatural. They would also talk
Maybe
about
that-
Supernatural.
yeah.
So I know like
Because I
Dion
watched
and shit.
Arrow
there.
too.
Arrow's good.
Arrow was good until
And The
after
Flash.
season
I like
3.
The Flash.
Season 1 was really good. Season 2 was perfect, and season 3 was good.
Which one was 3?
Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, okay.
That one was good.
Which
It
one
wasn't.
was,
It wasn't. It was definitely the weaker of 1, 2, and 3, but it
Yeah.
was still good.
Which one was
And
Deathstroke?
then that was 2. That was
Two
that was
was
perfect.
goated.
Two was
See,
my
2
favorite.
was like
And then you had Roy in there
Yeah.
too, elements of Roy,
Yeah.
and he had a sidekick, and it was good. And then 4 and onwards was like 4 started really interesting, and then like halfway through
they lost it.
they lost it. And then the reveal was Adrian Chase in that one. That was okay. The Prometheus. But then after that, and then now he's cosmic and shit. And it's like they released another episode for it like a couple weeks ago, like one last episode, and like he's a cosmic god now. And it's like what?
I like what they did with Crisis on Infinite
And they just
Earths.
made Green Arrow. They just made him Batman, but it was good. I watched it because
I watched up until where he like remember what was it? Flashpoint was the last, not
The
Flashpoint.
Flash.
What was the last crossover where he died?
Crisis on Infinite Earth.
That's
that
my
one.
favorite. I like.
And then
I liked
like
how
I
they did
think
that.
Arrow ended after that.
The
didn't
first crossover was the best one, where it was just Ollie and the Flash because it was the easiest one. They got too big for their britches, and then Legends of Tomorrow. That was.
I
Good.
mean, I don't know.
Did y'all watch Legends of Tomorrow?
I honestly think it was
Out of all
goated.
the shows, it was the best one.
Yep, absolutely.
Dude, but then all the best characters die. It's like so aggravating. Like you really like a character, then they die. Leonard
I mean-
Snark at the beginning.
At the end,
There are no strings on me, and then blows up, and you're like, no, he was my favorite character.
Damn, that's
And then they bring him back, but they bring him back gay from an alternate universe, which is fine. He's actually gay in real life.
really.
The
Yeah.
actors?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then him and the guy that plays his friend in the show, Mickey, who is also my favorite, but then he dies. You know,
They're
Heatwave.
brothers, aren't they?
I don't know if they're brothers, but they also play in Prison Break together.
Prison
They're
Break is
brothers.
great.
They're brothers in Prison Break.
They're not brothers in.
I don't think they're
in
brothers in real
Marvel.
life.
They're just friends.
Maybe I'm thinking
no,
of
no,
Prison
not
Break.
real life. In the he was asking for in like DC.
Oh no, they're just like best friends, and one of them had an ice gun, and they actually have different origin stories, and they came together to be like
Yeah.
super bros.
villains.
Yeah,
At first.
Well, they're not. They're anti-heroes. They do it for their own reason. Everyone's an anti-hero nowadays. You gotta remember that.
That's fair.
I thought they were just straight up like robbers.
They were.
They're
at
doing it
first.
for like, but they have a reason why they're
Did they?
robbing people.
I
They
don't
need
remember, I
money
guess,
to
then.
like help their family and shit. I think. Pretty sure.
The fire dude, or I forgot his name, but
Mickey.
He like killed his dad. So
His dad was abusive, wasn't he?
yeah,
Yeah.
How
He
do
what you
y'all-
paid
I
for.
mean he burnt his house down.
Yeah, it happens.
How do y'all think the new Flashpoint movie will do?
I think
I
it'll be,
I
I've
don't
seen
like
it'll be in
Ezra Miller as Flash, and that's the only reason why I have not watched any of those.
He plays
I
more of a
feel-
Wally West
no,
Flash
it's a-
instead
it's
of
a
a
new-
Barry
it's a new
Allen.
movie. It's
Like
coming
Wally
out.
West is supposed to be comedic relief. You know, that was the one in the early 2000s Justice League. Everyone
But the
thinks that was Barry Allen. That was Wally
that's-
West. Barry Allen was dead in this continuum.
Yeah.
You know, he died, but then they brought him back. Barry Allen's more of a serious. I mean, he cracks little jokes here and there, but he's more of a serious Flash. You know, very, very fucking smart. Wally West is smart too, but not as smart as the Flash. Nor is he as fast as the Flash. It's like Flashlight.
You talking about Barry or
I'm talking about Wally, yeah.
As
I
fast
had,
as Barry.
I
He's
enjoy
nowhere near as fast as Barry.
I enjoy Jay Garrick.
Yeah, the
He's
original,
probably my, he's
Yeah.
probably my favorite.
the
Flash.
Scarlet Speedster.
Mhm.
The Scarlet Speeds.
It's who I enjoy more.
Oh no, I like the
Oh.
Reverse Flash.
He's old.
Dude,
Dude,
Reverse
kinda-
Flash is fucking. I like fucking
What Zoom?
Zoom was good.
Or was it? It starts with an S.
Salvador.
Yeah.
Savitar.
That was just Barry Allen.
Yeah, future Barry Allen.
But
he,
who-
he looked
a,
cool at first.
What about Godspeed?
Godspeed's fucking amazing. In the
Yeah.
comics, Godspeed, there's no one fast.
Really?
And he's white. He's white, and his little lightning bolts are yellow, so he looks
that's
really
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Godspeed.
They should bring him in.
Isn't
man.
he fully
They did.
synthetic speed though?
Yeah, he is just he's pure Speed Force.
Yeah, that's what I
He's nothing but Speed Force.
He's the force of speed. I just want to see Michael
want-
Keaton's Batman in Flashpoint.
And he's in the Flash. The
He's
Flash
in
is playing right
Flashpoint.
now. We could go
And-
see
and-
it.
yeah, and what
today,
I also-
honestly.
And what I also want to see is what if they set up Michael Keaton's Batman to start off a Batman Beyond show or series of movies, and Michael Keaton's Batman is the old one, so he's like, I don't want to be Batman anymore. We're in a time now where
You
you
like,
can have 20.
it's kind of punky,
get a Batman Forever?
cyberpunky. Yeah, like Batman.
I kind of
Beyond,
enjoy
right?
I kind of enjoy the older
Give
actors
me
playing the
live-action Batman
superheroes, like
Beyond,
the seasoned heroes. Like
I'm
To-
ready for
in my
that.
taste,
Look, that was
nobody's
my favorite
played
Batman.
to my standard. I've
And-
not. I've enjoyed like Christian Bale. Loved the fuck out of his Batman. That's nowhere near the Batman. I
But
like
you
in the
haven't
comics.
found your Batman yet.
My Batman's Batman
Nobody's
Beyond.
played it to the.
I tell you who
Batman.
didn't. I tell you who didn't do it good at all.
Who?
Robert Pattinson.
I enjoyed Robert
I
Pattinson.
liked him.
I didn't like it.
liked him as,
Didn't like
as
it.
what
He was a
did,
very
man.
accurate like
Yeah.
Batman fighting style, but he wasn't like. He's not Batman. He's like trying to be a beacon of hope. Batman's not a beacon of hope.
Batman's a
Batman's whatever he needs to be.
yes.
You know,
Whatever he
doesn't-
needs to be for Gotham.
Kind of doesn't give a shit what you think about him.
How about
you can
the,
love him or hate him. He doesn't care.
How about the actor for the Riddler?
He's
in
still
that
gonna
movie?
protect
The
God.
entire police force trying like hating him and wanting
the-
him. He'll
yeah,
still be
the-
out every night doing his shit and not giving a fuck.
You know who my favorite Superman was? Injustice Superman.
Yeah, where he's
Just
evil.
killing everybody. It's great.
That's Homelander.
That is Homelander.
That's a scary.
It really
version
is
of
Joker
Homelander.
kills Lewis and he just murks Joker.
He
Just
pulls,
like
pulls his
ah!
heart
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Great. I loved it.
Yeah, that's evil Superman. He's
I love
pretty
it.
good.
What
If you want a Batman that like
Injustice.
Oh, yeah.
if you want me to enjoy a Batman, then what you need to do is basically pull like Batman out of the Arkham video game series and throw
Yeah.
him into like live action, and that's how you get me to
Who
like that's
do
my
you
Batman.
think could
Like
play
Batman?
that Batman?
Somebody we don't know.
No, you
Zac
know what?
Efron.
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron could do
Dude,
it.
the
Now that I think
dude,
about it.
I forget his name. He was in the show Drive. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He was the guy in the skin suit thing. He was the soldier.
He's
The-
too old.
Oh,
He's too old.
you're talking about
Too old.
you know what I'm talking about?
yeah,
Nathan Fillion?
Nathan Fillion, yeah.
I think he could play an
He's in his
Arkham.
50s.
I still think he could play an Arkham
Old
Batman.
seasoned angry Batman.
Yeah. And then make him the one
with
that
a cane.
that makes leeway to Batman Beyond.
No, I want like a 22-year-old Batman.
It will be beyond.
No,
I feel like
yeah.
22 years
Beyond
old.
him.
22 is a little
Beyond.
young.
No, I want
I would say like mid to late 20s.
I'd
I
say
got
30.
you. I got
30.
you.
He's been doing it for almost 10 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
mid to late
30s.
30s. Yeah,
He's
Or,
already
mid to late
he's already
20s.
like Dick Grayson's already Nightwing. He's already been through Jason Todd
has
and
a-
Tim
yeah.
Drake, you know, cuz he's only with them for like 2
What do you think,
years
like
at a time.
honestly,
29,
bro,
30,
I thought he was with
31.
Nightwing longer than that.
He was with Nightwing since he was 13 till he was 17.
You know what? Honestly, I think Zac Efron could do it, man.
And he's young. He's like 30. But
Bro,
then, like
he is.
like
he's
like in
young.
the comics, like
He's
have
got a
you
good
read
body
many
for
Batman
it.
comics, honestly.
Yeah, I mean he is built.
Look,
like
man,
a
all he
brick.
needs
He's
to
gotta be
do
built
is
though.
act that way, and I think he can. He's an actor, bro.
Have you read many Batman comics? No.
No, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like Batman like
I watched more than I
so
read.
you gotta
for
you gotta
Batman.
realize like
I
what you
watched-
see in the movies, they have to do them like that in order to make it interesting, so that there's a reason like to drive
Yeah.
Batman. In the comics, he will stop like several like big criminals in one night, like with little ease. Like literally, he'll go into like he'll be like, "Oh, the Riddler has a trap for me over there," and he'd walk in, and Riddler would spring his trap, and Batman would just completely avoid everything and like outsmart him like immediately. And then he'd capture the Riddler, and he'd be locked away in like 5 minutes. But in the movie, you know, they got to make it this big old thing, you know, and like no one does that. Like it never takes him weeks to capture the Joker or anything like that. He usually captures him like in one night. Like Joker killed 4 people. Let me go to the crime scene. Oh, he's probably over here. Captured. Done. Fucking it's over. Like
you know who should play-
Batman really is that fucking good, and he is really like god tier with fighting and everything. It's like no one like he doesn't get touched in combat.
well, I mean
hardly.
You need a
was
comic
trained
actor.
by the League of Assassins.
You know who
This
should-
man's a master of over 100 different fighting styles.
You know who should
a
play-
master,
level.
mastered of it.
You know who should play
Black belt.
You know who should play
Yes, he's
Batman?
beyond Black
You know
Belt.
who should play Batman?
That's the Batman. Beyond.
The guy who does it for College Humor.
oh
yeah, this guy.
Dude, LJ knows that guy.
Dude, have you seen the one where it's like he's holding the guy over the edge of the building and he's like,
Where are the drums?
he's like, no, the one where he's like, who are you? He's like, I'm Bruce. What? Fuck! And just drops him.
Dude,
Where are the drugs?
Where are the drums?
What was that? Alfred said it was cool. Does it not sound cool?
I don't kill people. He's just sleeping.
He's asleep.
He's just sleepy. I like the bat metal
I
voice.
love his little lips coming out of the
Hi,
mask
Barbara.
on.
Nice to see your butt. I mean, nice to see you.
Yeah.
He sounds like Cookie
Dude,
Monster.
so the guy who plays Robin for that Batman, LJ knows that guy. Like
Really?
that's his second cousin or some shit like that. Yeah. He
You know
told
who-
us that.
You know, I don't know if y'all seen
a
Superpower
while back.
Beatdown. They do a good Batman in live action. Like he fights Vader and shit. Vader wins, but he fights Vader and he's a lightsaber and his Batman with the lightsaber fighting Vader. It's pretty good. And it's all in live action. It's like a 10, 15-minute fight.
Yeah.
They do several different ones. They did like Superman versus Thor, Captain
Yep.
America versus Master Chief,
They got some good shit on there.
the Winter Soldier versus Nightwing,
yeah, it's pretty good.
Spider-Man versus Darth Maul. Fucking
Yeah.
insane. Boba Fett versus I don't remember who Boba Fett.
Homelander and Superman, and then the winner of that fought One Punch Man.
One
And-
Punch Man wins.
Yeah, he does. He
Duh.
did. But it was pretty good.
No, there is nothing
Yeah.
that is beating One Punch Man.
He
Really,
does
when it comes to
1,000
him
push-ups
and
a day,
Superman,
bruh.
I think it's like
Or
they're such
however
god
many,
tier
I
strength
forget.
levels. Like it's literally whoever's hitting first.
One Punch Man is as strong as however he thinks he can be.
Yeah.
That's his power.
That's his power limit. As strong as he thinks he
Superman is
Yeah.
as strong as the sun.
Doesn't
is.
matter. Then he's stronger.
Then he's strong.
No, I'm dead ass serious.
yeah,
One
he's
Punch
like-
Man's lore, like
Yeah.
his power is if he's fighting you.
You know what's interesting
He
about
knows
Kratos?
you're stronger than the sun,
Yeah.
so he's like,
The
oh.
director of the franchise himself. They asked him, "How strong is Kratos?" And he legit says, "However strong Kratos believes he is."
Yeah.
Because literally, he's like, "Fate doesn't. You tell fate what
That-
you
and
are.
that's-
Don't let fate tell you what you are." And that's what Kratos does. So, however strong he needs to be, or
Yeah.
whatever he thinks he needs to be, is how strong he's.
So that's
gonna
what
be.
One Punch
yeah.
Man
We
is.
need to see
So-
Kratos.
So
Yeah.
really, Kratos could probably fight Superman then
Battle
if he
Bros.
believes he needs to be that strong.
Kratos and
that's-
One Punch Man.
Man is one of those like if he
Oh,
starts
One
fighting,
Punch Man.
yeah, One Punch. If he starts fighting, if he's like,
It's like you have to be strong enough to destroy like 8 solar systems in order to hurt One Punch
Okay.
Man. That's how strong I need to be. Okay.
serious
Bah!
punch, and it's just a serious punch, haha, and he'll blow like it's retarded.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's super strong.
Like every
He
like,
doesn't
I
take anything
read-
seriously.
That's the one manga like I keep
Yeah.
up with
Yeah.
reading
For sure.
because it's really
I
good
love
and I
the
love
show,
the
man.
drawings of it.
But eventually, you're gonna have to make somebody be able to fight him.
They do. They build up these characters to fight all this other hero associations. The whole the whole manga is built around like this hero association thing.
Wouldn't you say it's
Where
like
all
My Hero
these-
Academia in that way?
It's goated though. It's
No, I've seen One Punch Man, but I
Yeah.
didn't see My Hero Academia.
My hero is good. I hate My Hero fans.
I got you.
And the main protagonist of My Hero is annoying as shit.
I got you.
But it gets good at the end.
I like how they have, A class, B class, and they got the S class.
Is there a
for
One Punch
Yeah.
Man anime?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
Got 2 seasons, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
it's good. I'll
They're
watch
taking
it.
a while
I'll
to
watch
make
it
season
again
3.
with
I'm
you.
ready for
They're
season
taking
3.
a while.
Yeah, they are.
I've read all 200 chapters of this manga because I love it.
Yeah.
But basically, there's a whole war that goes on, and this villain turns into a god, and he's basically killing all these heroes.
Yeah, but
and
then he
killing
comes down and he just beats him
Yeah.
immediately, right?
immediately.
Yeah, eventually you're gonna have to someone where he can't beat immediately.
He's about to fight a god, and he's already defeated the pre-god like immediately after he killed hundreds of heroes.
So do you
He
think
just
he's gonna
fell in-
He's gonna stand a chance?
But that's the
Or do you
end.
think
That's
Saitama
the,
is
What's
just
his
gonna
name?
come down and
Saitama?
beat him?
but that's
It's
the
Saitama,
plot.
yeah.
He just
Saitama?
falls in accidentally and goes, "Hey,
Dude.
oh,
Yeah.
hi, bang," and just blows him
Sata-
up. Like that's the
Saitama-
comic part of it.
Satama does not take anything seriously. Like when someone comes at him, he's like, "Oh, how you doing?" And then like
Like he
tries to hit him.
sneezed and blew up a planet.
Yeah, like the dude tries to punch Satama, and he like doesn't budge at all. He's like, "Oh man, oh okay," and then he just like hits him and he dies.
Yeah.
And he's like,
And that's it's
he
just a
keeps,
comic
like,
part of it.
I've never seen that dude sweat in the show. He never sweats.
But in order to
He
make
never-
it interesting, eventually someone's
I don't
gonna
know,
have to
man.
beat
It's
him.
interesting
for
as fuck
it's
already.
satire.
Yeah, it's like funny.
Like
No,
the first
it's hilarious.
couple
But how
episodes.
hooked would you be if like at the end
I
of the
don't know, man.
season
I'm
he comes
pretty
down and and like Satama hits him, and like the other guy doesn't budge, and then it ends, and that's a cliffhanger. You'd be like, "Holy fucking shit! I
Yeah.
need to see the next episode," and you'll be coming everywhere.
Yes, I would.
But
That'd be an amazing plot point. You wouldn't know what to do. You might do it in
there's
7
no
or 8
plot
seasons.
to it. There's no really plot
You
point.
said
like
there's like
that.
a war. Or
It's a
something like
set.
that.
They do it. It's
Satama.
over. It was over in as soon as he fell into the leader hole.
To
Like
make it interesting,
leader
that's gonna get
hole.
boring. It might take a
No,
couple seasons, but it's gonna get boring.
you have
I
to
know
under-
what can
it's
make this better.
240 chapters already, and I read them all.
Tell me
That's
if I'm
fine.
right here.
That's
in the
fine.
manga,
Maybe in 3,000 chapters, eventually it's going to get boring, and they're going to need to do something because nobody can do less than 27 fucking seasons and fucking
Well, it's
volumes.
only one season, Cheeks. Calm down.
in the manga,
because
tell me
it's
if I'm
being
right.
made. But I mean, look at fucking
Alright.
all the other animes. They all go 20 fucking years plus.
Tell
there's
me-
only
eventually
one anime that went that long.
they go 15 years plus. Then
No, there's only one anime that went that long.
I don't know anime that well.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's just that's part of the show. You don't
Yeah.
have to get so aggressive if you don't even know it.
I'm not
Harder.
being aggressive. I'm just saying to make the show interesting. Eventually, someone's
Harder.
gonna have to fight. Why are you getting so butthurt? Because I'm saying someone's got to beat your hero.
Aggressive and defensive as shit about something you know nothing about.
Sir, I'm just saying to make the story itself interesting.
It
Eventually,
is interesting. Read
he's
it and
gonna
you would
have
know.
to get beat.
He doesn't have to get beat.
What are you doing?
That's the whole point. He's
Harder.
stronger than a god. He doesn't have to get beat.
Arter's
He's
getting
funny
really.
as
He's
shit.
calling me defensive,
I'm-
but look, nobody can talk to him. He's locked
Wait,
in on
I'm
his
trying to
points
talk.
me.
All I wanted to say was I think Sadama. What if Sadama fights Sadama? Like they clone him.
It'd be
or some shit.
hilarious because he did go back
Yeah.
in time to defeat
But-
Garu
What if they program this clone to?
because he thought about it and he was like, demon cyborg.
Yeah.
He was like, he has his core. If you crush it, it like opens a time space warp.
Oh shit.
And Saitama was like, "Hey, I need to go back in time to."
See
Oh,
myself.
it was
or
an
something?
accident or something. Like
Oh,
I don't
okay.
remember the exact words.
Yeah.
But like they went back in time fighting Garu, and he hit him so hard through time that he just like broke his brain.
What the hell?
And then he
bro?
went back and he was like, "What happened?" And everybody's just like, "Oh," and he
No,
just left.
But what if
And
Sadama?
Saitama was like, "Oh, my house is destroyed." And he just like left.
Dude, I'm
So
just
nobody
saying,
knows he even won.
I'm just saying Saitama fighting Saitama would be cool to see. And
I feel like it would just be laughing at each other.
they might, but what if they don't? Like, what if there's one?
They would
that's, like,
destroy the whole
has
solar
animosity.
system, sir.
Yeah, they would destroy
Just sneezing
existence.
at each other. Like,
It'd be like Rick and Morty when they're done. It's just white everything because everything like nothing exists anymore. So I guess it would just be blackness, and it's just them two staring at each other. Like,
It would.
what do we do?
It would.
Faux show.
But that's all I want to say about that.
All right,
Yes, indeed.
we done.
Good times,
Oh.
guys. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Brain cells. The last view. It's the last view.
Brain cells.